Are you ready?
You know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
I said, are you ready?
Here comes the bottom line. The Stone Cold said so.
It's showtime, motherfuckers, and there's your first F-bomb of the episode. This is episode 9 of the Max Wrestling Podcast, Dirty Offshoot Deeds. I am the epic one, Dazzy Lee, and I feed pizza to pigeons. As always, I'm tag teaming with Bo Dallas' secret arch rival. He is the Phoenix.
Howdy doody.
You're not believing now.
Fuck no.
And somebody call the cavalry because we're being invaded again. Joining us today are James Belmont, and we should be getting Roxy Wallhouse on later on from Offshoot Radio.
Well, hopefully. I took the wrong door, so I thought I'd sit down and join you guys. I might as well move in at this rate.
Yeah, we are quite close together. And people that can't stress this enough, get in touch and discuss the show with the hashtag Max Wrestling Podcast. It's at the top of your screen. Now, a little surprise for you. This week, neither guest or the Phoenix will be cutting the podcast promo.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Because Evan McCabe wasn't happy with his promo we cut last week on the podcast promo takeover, so he's decided to upload a new one, and that motherfucker is going to close today's show, so grab your seatbelts.
You're going to need a seatbelt if he's cutting a promo.
Yeah, have you watched it?
No, not yet. Did you know, I was quite happy with my promo. I kept it PG, which is a struggle.
That's really good. So, that means all of today's trivia is just for fun, there's no points on the line at all. Alright, so, this week's weekly topic. Do you agree with WWE banning moves like the curb stomp and the original Dirty Deeds when there's equally dangerous moves around?
Do you want me to go for... Oh, go on, Phoenix.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they're still allowed to use equally dangerous moves, then not really.
I still don't get it. Because I stressed this enough already with Ziggler's DDT and other moves equally as dangerous as that. What's the point of banning a finishing move anyway?
Yeah, and it was to do with the concussion last thing, wasn't it? But I don't think anyone's actually made a complaint about the curb stomp.
I think more people have been concussed from DDTs than the curb stomp. Because the curb stomp, you see people actually put their hands in front of their face to make the sound of the impact when they get dropped. Dirty Deeds I kind of get because sometimes landed on the top of their heads and then like twisted over. I get that. I didn't complain about the headlock driver being stumped, but the curb stomp, I don't get it. Because now he's replaced it with a crappy face crusher thing. That's got no impact to it at all.
Yeah, that he hasn't used since that first time we saw it.
Exactly. It's a finisher is supposed to be. It's a finish.
Yeah.
You're supposed to know that's the end of the. Well, in most cases, that's the end of the match.
It is if you're Cena.
Because now it's this move that he's doing. It's like a regular move. There's no impact to it. There's no finality to it. I just don't like it. I think they should just revert it back, bring the curb stop back.
To be fair, most matches in WWE now end in a roll-up or a DQ anyway.
I know, what's with that? Everyone's kicking out of each other's finishes.
Well,
It's like no finishes.
In WWE, there's no point having a finisher because it's not going to win the match.
No, but I like it with Cena because he's notorious for finishing people off with the AA, but he's letting people kick out of it now, like the young guys.
Yeah, I get that. But it's moves like a super kick or that wicked DDT that Ziggler does, they could easily be finishers. But they're not. They're just like regular moves. And no one sells the damn things anymore.
Apart from Ziggler.
It's like he's dying, but about the rest of the roster. It's just I don't like it. Finishers have lost their not mystique, but they've lost their prestige of like, this is the finish of the match. It's not anymore.
Yeah, like, there's only a certain few you can sort of put in that box, like a Tombstone, Pedigree.
Well, for the most part, yeah, you can't even class the F5 anymore because Roman kicked out of, 2 or 3 of them? So, Anyway, but no, ban the curb stomp was just. I think it's just a knee-jerk reaction. I think it's stupid.
And we don't even know the name of his new movie either.
I don't want to know a name. He should just start using the RKO just to get heat.
Yeah, the SKO.
The SKO. Just do that.
You can't really expect him to use the Phoenix Splash every week.
And that's a babyface move.
And it's a pretty risky move too.
I was saying it's kind of like the Red Arrows, kind of.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it will get a pop.
Gravity.
He does. That dude is phenomenal.
Oh man. All right. So
Phoenix Splash he did off the second rope on Raw was phenomenal.
Yeah.
He didn't hit again off the top rope, didn't he?
Yeah, and with talk of Elimination Chamber too, I want to see a Red Arrow off the top of the pod.
No, because it'll just end his career, so no. Did you not see RVD do the frog splash off it? It blew his leg out.
Yeah, he nearly crushed Triple H's throat too.
He did. I think Triple H went to hospital after that.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough room for off the top of the pod for Neville to jump off and do a Red Arrow.
There probably is in the games, but you can do.
On the games, yeah.
In the games, you probably do it off the top of the Elimination Chamber, but in real life, when you're on top of that pod, you've probably got about, I don't know, 5 feet clearance.
Yeah, I remember the glitch. I think it was WWE 12. You could somehow end up outside the Elimination Chamber, so I was just fighting in the crowd.
Oh, that game was so buggy. So buggy.
Still maintain 13 and 14 were the best.
No, Here Comes the Pain. Yeah, Here Comes the Pain was the best game ever.
After PS2.
Alright, yeah. Agreed. I'd buy PS2 just for Here Comes the Pain. It's that good.
I miss Here Comes the Pain. I gotta get it out again.
Yeah. I miss Attitude. The graphics are terrible, but it was a cool game.
It's basically ECW, but with different colour palettes.
Actually, was it ECW that came first? Before Attitude?
I think ECW Hardcore Revolution came out first. It was made by the same people, you could bloody tell.
Oh yeah, it was Activision.
It's exactly the same game, yeah.
Vintage.
I think I got it for the Game Boy somewhere, Jesus.
Oh god, I remember, what was it, Betrayal for the Game Boy?
Something like that. I could try and find it later on.
You ended up fighting everybody in WWE HQ. Just passing the same things: door, plant, door, plant, door, plant. How many plants have they got in Stamford?
By then the battery would have died.
Okay, so this week's headlines. First of all, TNA Impact announced yesterday it was moving to Wednesdays next month. Good news for the US, shit news for the UK, because now we've got 4 days to avoid spoilers.
What, so he doesn't get moved to Fridays then? We still have to wait until Sunday?
I can't see Challenge moving it. I mean, the amount of times TNA have moved nights the last few years and it's still been on Sunday over here.
Oh, Christ. So now we've got a 4-day gap instead of a 2-day gap. I don't like that at all. I get it from a standpoint where they're trying to get away from WWE programming. Because going up against something like NXT would just be suicidal. So I guess it's good. It's a neutral day in the week, but 4 days we've got to wait.
Destination America.
But quick thing on Challenge, you've got to shout out to them because they send the I Want a Beautiful People flag off of them. So I got that yesterday and I love it. It's on my Twitter page, guys.
Yeah. And also, while we're on the subject of the beautiful people, thank you, Velvet Sky, for finally unblocking me.
Yeah, I didn't get what the hell happened there.
She blocked a few people when she turned heel, apparently, and I was one of them. So
I never got blocked by her. I got blocked by JBL though. Jesus Christ, you saw this, didn't you? My 5 seconds of fame. I didn't even do anything. Because he got it wrong about we got a new Prime Minister. I said, no, it's the same guy, dude. He goes, blocked. I was like, well, fuck you then.
I tweeted the same thing, but I didn't actually tweet it to him.
Ah, you bold job.
I haven't been blocked by anyone yet.
JBL.
No, so that's Ryback and JBL been blocked by.
So I always used to mention Michael Cole because I didn't care if he blocked me, and he finally did, of course.
Got there in the
I
end.
haven't been blocked by anyone yet.
I don't get it though.
That I know of.
When you interact with WWE staff, like wrestlers or whatever, they treat you like a number. But when you interact with TNA wrestlers and stuff, they treat you like a human being.
Yeah, there's a lot more interaction with TNA wrestlers.
Well, Davey Richards is a good laugh on Twitter and stuff.
Oh yeah, he bloody favourites everything.
He does and retweets a lot. He's a cool dude.
Yes, so yeah.
But JBL, go fuck yourself. The only thing you're going to be remembered for is the APA and being one of the worst WWE champions of our generation.
Ooh,
and your commentary sucks like an Essex girl, so screw you.
Oh, as Paul Heyman said, the only reason he was WWE champion for a year is because Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays.
Pretty much.
Well, WWE news this week, and I can feel it growing already. Big Show is scheduled to return next week on SmackDown.
Why? If he's feuding with Roman Reigns again, I'm just gonna give up. I'll just be done. Because Reigns is one of my guys, but stop it with these Big Show Reigns matches. Stop it with big like Reigns and Kane as well. Enough.
And
no one wants to see it.
Seth and Kane arguing like kids every week.
There's got to be a cut. Where's that leading?
Well, there is a stipulation at Payback tonight that if Seth doesn't retain the title, Kane's getting fired as a DOO.
I wonder if he's going to drop.
I think it's leading to. I think it's leading to Kane possibly leaving the Authority and see what happens from there. But
bring back the fucking demon.
He's going to put the mask back on again.
He's got to.
I bloody well hope so.
If he leaves the Authority, he's not going to be corporate anymore, is he?
No.
No.
But the question is then, who's getting the title? I've got a weird feeling about Ambrose, you know. I'm not just saying that because I'm an Ambrose mark, but I've got a weird feeling.
My mate Mike, he sent me a link last night saying that it's possibly going to be Orton, and then Orton's going to face Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Ooh, I have wanted to see Orton versus Lesnar.
Well, they did have a match on SmackDown many years ago in 2002, but it was Orton as a rookie and Lesnar as WWE champ.
Oh, that's where he's rocking the blue trunks and the crossbody was like his massive. Yeah, I remember that. But this is Brock Lesnar the Beast, though. This is a completely different ballgame. That'd be cool.
And Orton's a hell of a lot better than he was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So that would make Orton a 14-time world champion?
I thought he was 12-time at the moment, or was he 30? We need Chad on here. He would know.
Well, I'd rather see Orton get 16 than Cena.
God, if Cena gets 16, I'm gonna be no. Just keep.
We're gonna riot. We're gonna riot.
We are, but he's doing good as a US champion though.
Yeah.
Kudos to
keep him in the mid card, building up the young stars.
Yeah, he's blooding in new people in a good way.
All right, so the best news this week that I'm marking the fuck out for is high possibility of Samoa Joe making his WWE debut at TakeOver and keeping the name Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Oh, they're not going to mess with the name?
Apparently not.
They can't really mess with the name, can they?
I'm gonna reserve judgment though, because he's not going to go any further than NXT. You do realise that, don't you? He's never going to go on the main roster.
I'm not really bothered about the main roster. To be honest, I wasn't really bothered about him going to WWE. I just want to see him again.
Well, he's been on ROH.
An ROH, but on a mainstream scale.
Oh, on a bigger scale. Yeah, it'd be cool to see him go against people on NXT. Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe would be sick. I'd love to see that.
Well, that's my prediction. Just like he returns to ROH, Joe just pops up after the title match.
Yeah. He's 35, I think, now, Joe?
Yeah.
So I think he's a guy of his size and his ability. I reckon he's probably got 3-4 years left. So he might as well get as much money as he can now, and then just call it a day. But yeah,
I want to see Joe beat Lesnar.
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
Well, look, there's all these plugs about Samoa Joe and CM Punk one more time, but obviously that's not going to happen because Punk's done with wrestling.
When's his fight again?
Where is it now? June? Isn't it November?
They're really dragging this out because there's all the hype of John UFC and stuff. He's got his first professional fight and stuff. It's like, when is that fight? He just went really quiet.
Or could it be after June? Because I'm sure there was a no compete clause for a year when he left WWE, that he couldn't compete in UFC for over a year.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, because I just listened to his podcast with Colt Cabana again for some reason, and they stated in his release papers that he can't compete in UFC for a year, so that would have been June.
Oh yeah, because UFC aren't a competitor, are they?
Yeah, UFC are competition to WWE, but they're not.
But they're not. So stupid. I just wonder who's going to fight first. There's probably going to be some pretty inexperienced guy as well.
Mm. And I'm sure if he loses, people are going to shit all over him. But people forget Brock Lesnar lost his first fight in the second round.
He did, and they come back in the second fight, and he was against Frank Mir, wasn't it?
Yes.
And Frank Mir looked unrecognisable at the end of the second fight.
Most people look unrecognisable after Brock.
So we'll see. I reckon Punk will. I don't think he's going to knock anyone out or anything. I reckon he's just going to win on points and just go from there.
He'll do a Mayweather.
Oh, don't! I'm not going to watch this fight if he's going to do that. I refuse. It's more of a marketing ploy because Punk's getting up there.
Yeah.
He's about 35, 36 himself, so he'll have a few fights, get a few million, and then fuck off again.
Mm. Like he needs more money though. He said he was set for life.
He is actually. I think he bought his own place in that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's AJ Lee going to be doing now then?
Who cares?
Spending Punk's money?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Probably going to be a stay-at-home mom, isn't she?
Yeah, well, yeah, she's got to get up the duff first, but I'm sure she still gets royalty checks and stuff.
For now.
Alright, so that's all the headlines. Let's find out what happened this week in wrestling history with the Phoenix.
It's May 10th, 1999 episode of Raw. Deborah defeated Sable in a bra and panties match to win the WWF Women's title.
I remember that. Shawn Michaels regretted the decision.
Yeah.
HBK was the commissioner. He said, as far as I'm concerned, the one who loses the attire wins. So Deborah got the title. That was a really good episode of Raw.
Good days.
May 11th, 1997, in your house, A Cold Day in Hell. The Undertaker defeated Stone Cold to retain the WWF title.
Oh, the old Stone Cold Taker feud.
May 15th, 2000 episode of Raw. Cynthia Lynch, one of Godfather's hoes, pinned Crash Holly for the Hardcore Championship.
There's the irony in that a hoe wins a hardcore title.
And
God, the Attitude Era.
And finally, May 13th, 2002 episode of Raw. Hogan defeated Ric Flair to win the WWE title. To retain the WWE title, and this was their only one-on-one match on WWE TV.
Wow, nice factoid.
Thank you.
How many times did they wrestle in WCW?
I have no idea.
I'm guessing it was more than once.
It wasn't really profiled how many times they faced each other in WCW.
No, Flair and Sting was obviously the big WCW rivalry.
Their feud was amazing.
Alright, so let's get into WWE. We've got Raw to talk about, and we'll offer our payback predictions for tonight. So, we kicked off with the return of Triple H, as he calls out Seth Rollins and Kane. Rollins comes out to relentless Ambrose chants, because of course it was in Ohio. And Kane arrived, Triple H is forced to step between them. Kane then announces some matches for tonight. Kane would take on Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins and would take on Randy Orton, and J&J would face Dean Ambrose. People forget J&J were actually wrestlers at one point, right?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. I know they were good 2002.
Oh, they expect us to forget.
Yeah.
They just play it so they're like, if we don't mention it, they'll forget.
Yeah. Like the Bellas. Yeah, they've always got along.
They both won championships as well, haven't they? You know,
Yeah, I mean...
Joey Mercury's a former tag champion, and Jamie Noble's a former cruiserweight champion.
Exactly. And wasn't Jamie Noble an ROH champ as well?
I don't know.
I have to look that one up, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it was pointed out. But, of course, it's kind of like the ref. If you don't see it, it doesn't happen. As far as WWE are concerned. So Ambrose came out to a huge pop, of course. Hometown crowd. Does his usual rebound tricks off the ropes and hits Dirty Deeds on Noble for the victory.
It's alright. J&J got a lot more offense than I thought they would, though, to be fair.
Yeah. There's a lot of
thought,
it. Go on.
I thought the hometown hero, if you will, I thought they would have been higher up on the card. So, but
Well,
opening the show's not. I
He
guess
did
it's
close the show as well.
I agree, actually. I thought he would have got a bigger match than that. I thought he would have gone against, I don't know, Barrett or something.
Well, speaking of Barrett, he was in the next match as he defeated Dolph Ziggler with the bull hammer. Of course, Sheamus attacks and hits the bro kick to Ziggler.
Poor Dolph, man. I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on with that dude. I don't know if he said something again, but he crawls out of the pit he gets buried in and then falls back in again. That's Dolph Ziggler's career, basically.
It's a very muddy pit.
It is. Why does he look like someone like an extra from Motley Crue? Why is he wearing eyeliner?
Yeah, he's rocking all the double denim as well now.
It is. He's got a headband. He's got eyeliner. Just wait for Tommy Lee to come out to fight in his corner.
Straight out of the 80s.
Hairband rules.
Well, Sheamus has changed his look as well. He's got rid of the mohawk now.
Well, he hasn't really got rid of it. He's just sort of gelled it down this week.
He's wearing a hat. So that's why. Is it actually gone or?
Well, it was gone this week.
This week. It looked better when it was flat.
You can look like King of the Gypsies. Okay, so let's move on to Eric Rowan. Of course, we saw his return on SmackDown as he reformed his union with Luke Harper. And Rowan defeats Fandango in a squash match. Post-match, Harper and Rowan just drop Fandango, basically.
The announce team took bets on how long the match would last.
I think that's pretty much his career done.
Yeah.
But why are they back together? I don't get it. There's nothing in this. It's just like, put them back together.
The only thing I can think of is that they haven't got much of a tag division, and plus they're given something Harper and Rowan to do.
Yeah, and they weren't really doing anything with Rowan. Harper was getting a bit of attention, but Rowan wasn't doing anything.
I know, I think there's a missed opportunity. I think Rowan's much better than people give him credit for.
Oh, yeah.
Like you say, Harper got attention. Yeah, he got an IC title run, even though it lasted a month, but got something.
Most of them last a month now.
I know.
If you last more than a week as IC champion, you're doing well.
Well, Brian didn't, did he?
Yeah. Well, he was on TV for about a week.
Poor sod. Yeah.
Yeah, we will get onto that too. Cena Open Challenge was up next. Of course, we are starting to enjoy these now. This week it was Neville who answered the challenge. We saw Neville escape the first AA. He kicked out of the second and hits the red arrow, but Rusev attacks for the DQ.
I hate DQ finishes, but this was a good one.
Yeah, because obviously Neville wasn't going to win, and it was better than getting beat clean.
Well, that's the thing. On a technicality, he actually beat Cena by DQ, so he just beat a multi-time world champion. So I don't think it's that bad. People saying, "Oh, Neville's getting buried."
Did they actually say that?
I swear to God, Twitter blew up and said, "Oh, Neville's getting buried." He kicked out of an AA and he beat Cena by DQ.
And
It's still a win.
On him.
And he hit his finisher twice. How is that getting buried?
You know what? Chad wrote the article this month in a new magazine about Cena actually making these young guys look good in these open challenges. So they're not getting buried. It's an opportunity for them. And
it's the blood-in new talent against one of the top stars of the company to show you what you can do. It's not a bad thing.
And it pains me to say this because I've always been anti-Cena, but
we all are. But we have to. Let's see the forest from the trees on this one.
Yeah.
It's a great article though. As much as I read anyway.
Yeah, it dominates this month's issue. Fair play to him.
Yeah, I'm not complaining, but I was a bit surprised that Heath Slater didn't come out and complain again.
Oh, where are they going with that?
See, now that's buried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, Slater's probably going to turn into a Shawn Michaels ripoff and join fucking Sandow and Curtis Axel.
I'm waiting for him to go on TNA or something, Heath. I'm just oh no.
What exactly are they doing with this Macho Mandow and Axelmania thing? It's like trying to turn them into a modern day mega powers.
They've actually
Yeah,
called them what do they call them? The Meta
The
Powers?
Meta Powers. What the fuck's Meta?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm still not sure how to feel about that. Damien Sandow taking on the Macho Man
yeah.
thing.
I mean, we know Sandow can make it work, but it's just the same fucking gimmick.
Yeah.
And he was just starting to get over as himself again.
That's what I mean. He's turned to the. I call him Damien Doppelganger Sandow now.
Yeah, man. And of course, it worked for Jay Lethal though when he was Black Machismo.
It worked when he was imitating Ric Flair as well.
Oh, that was hilarious.
That was cool.
The woo off.
The woo off. Ric Flair looks about to have a heart attack or something. He just start attacking his jacket.
Good old TNA days. Alright, so Tamina beat Brie, throwaway match. We are going to see, of course, a tag team match tonight at Payback between Naomi and Tamina and the Bella End twins.
Yay!
Yay! Can you feel the excitement in the room?
Yes, I watched the knockouts. Thank you.
Yeah. At least we know if the knockout's a heel or face.
Exactly. I gave up about 2 weeks ago when Nikki Bella and Brie were coming out to cheers. When did they turn face?
Were they real cheers or were they dubbed in?
Could be, but I think it's when Naomi shoved Brie down, said no one cares about Daniel Bryan. It's just because of Daniel Bryan. It's like a switch in the fans and just start cheering.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that bloody.
She's banging Daniel Bryan! Yay!
That was terrible. That update on Daniel Bryan she was given was terrible. She just.
It wasn't even an update.
No, it didn't even sound like she had any life to it. It was just like reading it off a card like she didn't give a shit. It's your fucking husband, woman.
I know, I stand by this. Total Divas has wrecked the Divas division as well.
Oh yeah.
Because they're still doing storylines that are incorporated in that show. So we don't watch Total Divas. We don't know what's going on. Maybe that's why they're getting cheered. I don't fucking know anymore.
And isn't Total Divas like months and months pre-recorded?
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly,
Yeah,
they just need to can that show. They need to get rid of it.
I don't know by how many months it's pre-recorded, but I know, it is quite recorded. So, because the last season went up to Survivor Series, and I can't remember when that finished.
Oh, so it's at least 6 months behind then.
Yeah, and I think the new, I think, if I remember correctly, the new series starts next month. I think. I'm not sure. Either next month or sometime in September, I think.
I wouldn't necessarily say can it because it's getting them good publicity, but just don't incorporate the storylines because there's no point.
Well, that's the thing. All they've done is muddy the water and made it even more difficult for us to like the Divas division because of that. Because now it's basically the Total Divas show in the ring. Yeah. No one cares really. When you think wrestling fans don't care, that show is just for either people that are in love so much with a certain diva they'll watch it, or just teenage girls and stuff that just like that kind of thing.
Phoenix, you want to take this one?
Take what again? Sorry.
Page. Page.
No, I'm good.
No? Okay.
No.
I thought you were going to say watch Total Divas then.
Yeah, for Paige, right?
Yeah.
Well, for any guys, I'm not, for any guy that watches Total Divas, whatever flips your trigger, man, I'm not judging. I'm just saying this. It's just making it harder to watch the Divas division now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the only way you're going to get to see friggin' Paige on TV at the moment anyway.
Because she's filming a movie, she's going to be on Tough Enough.
With The Miz.
Oh, Jesus Christ. How does he keep getting movie roles?
I don't know, it's just going to add to his ego. It just pisses everyone off.
Add to his ego. All his films are straight to DVD.
The only one we've had in a cinema over in the UK is 12 rounds. All the others have been straight to DVD.
The only
Which
other
12 rounds, the first or the second?
Oh, the first one was
the
Cena.
first one, the second one was
Oh.
Randy Orton or something, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
And apparently it should have been CM Punk.
It was, but they screwed him over.
Mm.
There is one really good WWE Studios film though, The Condemned. Have you seen it? Stone
Oh,
Cold Steve
yes.
Austin. That's
Yeah.
a really good
Not
film.
all the way.
That should have had a
not
cinema
all the
release,
way.
but it was straight to DVD.
Straight to DVD, but it should have been a
Fucking
cinema
hell.
release. So good.
It's pretty much a remake of Battle Royale anyway,
Pretty
which is a
much.
cult classic. If you're into Japanese films.
Again, whatever flips your trigger. I ain't thinking. It's 2015. I ain't saying nothing.
Okay. So yeah, back to Raw. We've already talked about Macho Man down Curtis Axel. Yeah. Following that, we had Daniel Bryan make his return to give us an update on his health and to relinquish the Intercontinental Championship. In a sight that seemed all too familiar because, of course, we saw the same thing last year with the WWE Championship.
Sort of Edge as well.
Well, yeah, but Edge did actually retire. We don't know exactly what's happening with Daniel Bryan yet.
I don't think even Bryan knows, to be
No.
fair. Because
he said
he did say he could be back soon, he could be back never. He doesn't know.
It's just awful. Look at what Brian's had to go through the last couple of years. He's worked harder than anyone, and finally gets to the top, and unfortunately gets injured, and now it's keeping him out of action.
It's that high octane style, but I think I've said this before. Shame on WWE because he only literally come back 3-4 weeks before Mania, and you book him in a ladder match.
Yeah.
With a bad neck. Are you fucking serious?
I was like that as well. Like, they're concerned about his health. Oh, okay, so they put him in a
ladder
7-man
match.
ladder match. What the fuck?
Because they don't care, really, do they?
Here's a Z-Pack.
Yeah, it's a Z. Broken neck. Here's a Z-Pack. The thing is, I called it as well. I knew it was the wrong decision to give that belt to Bryan. But everyone was like, no, give Baron the IC title, he'd be a great champion. Look what happened.
Well, if he was healthy, he would have been a great champion.
If he was healthy, he wasn't. You could tell he wasn't in the run up to it. In SmackDown, they clutched it. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between selling and actually being hurt, but he was clutching his neck way too much.
Yeah. I think we're just lucky he didn't have to work with Ryback.
God, he would have had his career ended there.
Would have taken 20 years off his life.
But was it? So they vacate the IC title. What are they going to do with that now? Any ideas? It could be a tournament or something.
The Elimination Chamber, isn't it?
For the vacated title.
I saw a post the other day. Was it Give Me Sport or something? But they posted it on Facebook.
Yeah.
They accidentally leaked the winner of that, and it was Sheamus.
I thought it was live. I thought Elimination Chamber is going to be live.
Yeah, on the WWE Network, but they've, probably already planned it and stuff.
WWE Network only pay-per-views, and it begins.
Fucking Sheamus.
Well, they might change it now because it leaked. They might change it.
Yeah, so in that case, I'm glad it leaked.
They are the worst company for leaks, though. Do you remember when they leaked the SummerSlam poster last year? How do you let that happen?
I mean, everyone knew it was going to be Brock.
Probably got a mole on the inside somewhere.
They must.
Yeah, Sammy Dreamer. Alright, so yes, Elimination Chamber was announced, and that's coming back on the network exclusively May 31st. Isn't the Tag Team Championships on the line as well? How the fuck are they going to do that? They'll have to put 2 people in a pod.
I reckon it'll be start with 4 people in the ring and then add one every however long it is.
It could be 4 teams. Have 4 start. Have 1 member of each team start inside, and have the partners on inside the pods.
It could turn out to be such a clusterfuck, though.
Oh yeah.
Good idea, I guess, because they're trying something new. But
have they even got 4 tag teams?
Surprisingly, yes.
Kid, New Day, Dissension.
No, Descension.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now
Powers.
Rowan and now Rowan Harper.
Well, New Day's in it. What? There's 3 of them. Obviously, they're doing the Freebird rule. Kofi Kingston hasn't held that belt since he won it.
Maybe World Elimination Chamber.
Yeah. Oh, well, so we didn't talk about Big E and Cesaro. Big E defeats. Cesaro wins, and his interference all around as expected. And of course, we will see them tonight at Payback. Alright, so Bray Wyatt's promo was up next. Ryback attacks. Bray flees. What the fuck are you doing? You're making Bray look weak again.
He doesn't get any points for these promos anymore. But this feud, man, is anyone actually into this? Did anyone think this was a good idea?
Vince did.
I would love to have been in that meeting where they said he should be feuding with Ryback. I would have thrown a chair at him. I said, "Are you mad? He lost to Taker, which is bad enough, and they making him feud against this guy. No, this is just wrong."
So Vince is like desperate to get Ryback over, like he did with CM Punk. Oh, you work with Ryback, we'll owe you one. Okay.
Before or after he breaks your back or something. Do you know who he should have feuded with Rowan or something?
Yeah.
A bit more closer to home, because he set them free, and then Rowan clearly turned against him at one stage. Well, he had fuel for a feud there.
Yeah, hopefully if Bray beats Ryback, he'll go on to feuding with them two next. Something that makes sense.
Well, something that we want to see as well. I mean, who wants to see Ryback?
When I saw a post earlier, Ryback went from, feuds with Dean Ambrose to Undertaker at WrestleMania to fucking Ryback.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Where's the thought process with that?
I try not to remember that Ambrose Wyatt feud. That was just a big load of shit for Ambrose.
Yeah.
I still don't get that. He lost 8 pay-per-views straight until Extreme Rules.
Fucking hell.
8. It's just mad. People say, wins don't matter. They do. They keep you relevant.
Yeah. They do if you're in that position.
Which he's finally in.
If you're someone like Cena, obviously, wins and losses don't matter because he's not going to drop down, is he?
Well, no. At this stage, wins and losses for him won't... It's hardly going to kill him if he loses a match. I mean, he lost to Rusev the first time. Didn't damage him at all. He's obviously going to win tonight at Payback, but... I digress.
Alright, so main event time. Oh, hang on, we skipped Kane and Roman Reigns. They never actually
For a good reason!
Yeah, they never actually got it was just a brawl.
Yeah, so now they've advertised for SmackDown.
Yeah.
So they advertised for SmackDown. There must be a winner, either pinfall or submission. That's basically just saying having a DQ match. A no DQ match.
Well, yeah, it is a no DQ match, isn't it? Because...
Yeah, but they didn't say it's no disqualification. It just said there must be a winner by pinfall or submission.
It's like the fucking app votes. Vote for the same option 3 times.
Yeah.
What?
So it falls count anywhere, no holds barred or no disqualification.
But, do what you can. Get some viewers on SmackDown.
They really need to rethink the app vote options.
Yeah. But they need to give us different options and not fix it.
Well, they got a big enough roster to do it if they put their minds to it now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're bringing in new people from NXT. They have new talent to work with. Just mix up a bit.
That'd be a good app vote. Who do you want to see get promoted from NXT next? Fucking vote. Actually, the app might crash if we do that.
The app would explode.
Yeah, didn't the app crash at one point for another vote? I can't remember which one it was now.
They probably said it crashed for either Roman Reigns or Cena or something.
They crashed it so they could rig it.
Alright, so main event time. Orton versus Rollins. Orton looks for the RKO, but J&J attack. Kane comes out, grabs a chair. Ambrose and Reigns clean house. Dirty deeds, spear, RKO's Rollins. Poor Rollins.
Yes, absolutely destroyed.
But then, out of nowhere, we had a spear to Orton. But of course, it was Dean Ambrose who stood tall again with the dirty deeds. Hashtag double arm DDT to Roman Reigns.
Did they do something similar on SmackDown as well?
Probably. We don't really watch SmackDown. But, 2 weeks in a row now, Ambrose has been the last man standing at the end of Raw.
Yeah, that's got to give him some momentum for tonight.
hopefully. Well, yeah. Hitting the panic button now. We shouldn't have put him in the mid card. No, you fucking shouldn't.
No, you shouldn't have. That was a stupid idea. The only problem is because he stood tall twice.
That's not usually a good thing.
No, that usually means he's going to get the pinfall.
Yeah.
So, well, hopefully that's not the case. If he's going to lose, let someone else take the fall.
Yeah, hopefully they're going down a very predictable route and they're building him up to win.
I wouldn't complain. Because it would come from left field, because everyone would be saying Rollins or Orton. So if Ambrose wins, I think it'll break Twitter for a while.
Alright, so let's get the payback predictions. Kicking off on the pre-show, we've got the Meta Powers versus the Dissension. See, I'm just calling them Dissension automatically now. So yeah, Macho Mandow and Curtis Axel. Why hasn't he got a Hulk Hogan-esque name?
Well, when they advertised the match, they called him Axelmania.
Ah, Christ. Alright, so predictions for this one? I think it's pretty obvious.
Well, unless they want to drag this out for a few more weeks, so we did this Dissension that wins, like with a roll-up or something. They like a roll-up finish at the moment. So.
Well, and they like Sandow jobbing.
That too.
Phoenix?
I don't know, because we got a team that's jobbing against a newly formed team. But I'm gonna go. I'm most likely gonna pick Mandow and Axelmania.
Alright. Yeah, I'll go with the Meta Powers too. Hopefully. I can see Sandow winning it with the Macho Man elbow. Something like that.
Because they teased it.
Yeah, what if they get their own Miss Elizabeth?
Who'd play the part?
What diva's not doing anything at the moment?
No, it can't be Summer Rae now because she turned face and heel within a week. Basically did a big show.
Layla? She's not doing anything.
She still works in WWE, does she?
Yeah, she's still there.
I thought she was injured again.
Probably injured, yeah.
I do wonder.
Could bring up a diva from NXT.
That's what I was thinking. It might bring up Charlotte or something ridiculous to play that role.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah. I wish I never suggested it now. Don't bring Charlotte in Valet. Christ.
Shall I be giving them ideas?
Alright, so main card, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd versus New Day.
I think the New Day are going to win. Then they're going to drop them at Elimination Chamber.
New Day have only just won the tag title, so we're going to keep them for a while. So I'm going to go with New Day on that one.
Yeah, I can't see them dropping them yet because they've just found this perfect role for them after months of struggling.
Exactly, it'll be like cutting the legs out from under them if they lose the belts now.
Yeah. Alright, so, slightly predictable this one. Cena versus Rusev in an I Quit match.
Whoever wins, we lose.
We know about it. John Cena in an I Quit match? Come on.
I'm going to go with Cena, but I think it will be interesting to see how he does it.
Well, I'm assuming Lana's going to get involved, but I can't see how it would make Rusev quit.
Probably Lana plays a role, not giving him a weapon or something, and costing the match.
I mean, if it was a straight match, you could see it would be obvious Lana would just turn on Rusev. But it's not a straight match, it's an I Quit match.
It's an I Quit match.
But we're all pretty sure Cena's going to win anyway, right?
It's million%. I really can't see him losing.
Oh, I do kind of hope he wins so he can keep doing these open challenges anyway.
True, just stop doing those promos at the beginning of them now.
Oh, God.
Just get in there and say, who's next?
Yeah, same fucking promo every week.
It is, it just gets boring.
But I did like the one in Canada though, he did have a bit of fun with the crowd.
He did, but they had Bret Hart as well.
Yeah.
So,
God,
that one could be excused.
Alright, so yes, Divas match of the night, Naomi and Tamina versus the Bellends. In babyface mode, apparently.
Again, whoever wins, we lose.
I think Tamina's the most popular person in this match.
And that's not a good thing.
No.
Because I couldn't care less about Tamina, to be honest. And Naomi with her stupid light-up shoes.
Yeah, and she got rid of them now, though.
Don't get how that makes you
hated
happy.
that. How old are you, 10?
She's put her hair in cornrows now, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Well, she's trying to look street now.
Yeah.
Christ.
Trying to look like someone from the hood.
Oh man. Alright, see, I can't call this one because obviously they're trying to push Naomi with Tamina. But Nikki and Brie are babyface now, apparently.
I don't know why, but I'm edging more towards Tamina and Naomi.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah,
60-40 on Naomi and Tamina.
I reckon they're going to do that stupid twin magic thing.
Oh, not that
Bella's
shit.
gonna win. I don't know how they're going to win it because Nikki and Brie actually look a bit different now. So I don't know how that's going to work out.
There's 2 major differences now.
There's 2 major. Well, there's 3. There's those 2, and Nikki's much more built.
Yeah.
Than Brie. Brie's
another
really
difference is they wear different attire, but.
Oh yeah.
There's that too.
Nikki looks like she's in the gym.
Oh yes.
She's full on Mrs. Cena now, isn't she? Fucking sneakers and hats and fucking hell. Wristbands.
Limited moves, no charisma.
The cat.
Alright, so let's move on to Ryback and Wyatt.
Oh god, do we have to?
Well, let's just call this one quick.
Bray. It's gotta be Bray. If Wyatt loses this, I swear to fucking God.
Bray needs to win. I'm gonna go with Bray.
Yeah, let's go for Bray. Let's hope it's Bray. Come on, Bray. Sheamus and Ziggler. There's no stipulation for this one.
Is it just a straight up one-on-one?
It's just a straight rematch, yeah. But to be fair, the last one wasn't really a stipulation. It was a win stipulation, not an actual match stipulation.
I reckon because of what he's been through, it's gonna be Ziggler again.
Yeah, I just thought Ziggler was gonna job this time.
He jobbed on Raw, and then he got beat down again. So he's just getting beaten up all the time. So he's got to get a win somewhere.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna go Ziggler with this one.
Okay. I'm still sticking with Sheamus, and I hope that I'm very much wrong.
And I'm gonna go with Ziggler and hope that he can get Sheamus to kiss his arse.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That's a terrible stipulation to begin with. I don't know why they was running that so much. And when Cole and that were trying to say it, it's just facepalm inducing.
It wasn't even a kiss my arse match. It was a kiss me arse match. They even put the Irish accent in it.
They tried to sound Irish and just sound like complete douches. Or JBL's on about Six Nations rugby or something. It doesn't get over with us. Stop it. We don't like it.
If you're going to talk about rugby, you've got to be in Wales.
Well, now, hang on.
Well, rugby's more popular than football in Cardiff, for example.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Cardiff Football Club there.
I got shouted at for wearing a Wales football shirt when I should have been wearing a Wales rugby shirt in Cardiff. Sorry. Alright, so finally the WWE Championship match, Fatal 4-Way, Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose and the champ Seth Rollins. If Rollins loses, Kane gets fired as a director of operations.
See, they've done that for a reason, so I reckon
it's a nice curveball.
Is dropping it. I reckon he is going to drop it.
Yeah, I was going to go with Rollins until I saw the post about Orton and till the point about the stipulation being added. Yeah. So I'm going to go... If it wasn't Rollins, I would go with Orton. I'm going to go with Randy Orton.
See, I'm torn between the other two, Reigns and Ambrose, because they've been pushing for Reigns to be in this kind of position for over a year.
Yeah.
Ambrose has finally busted through the glass ceiling again. So it's weird because Ambrose has stood tall twice. It's difficult. I want Ambrose to win, but I think Reigns is going to win.
Yeah. See, I'm all for Ambrose.
So am I, but I'm just trying to figure this out.
I was the same as Phoenix. Like, I was going to go for Rollins until they added that stipulation. I don't really want to see him drop it so soon either.
Well, that's what I mean. They've obviously added a stipulation for a reason to progress something later. So I reckon Rollins is going to lose. He's going to kick off the next night on Raw. Kane's going to get thrown at the Authority. Then we see the masked Kane at the end of Raw. And then they're going to do something with that. Rollins will get the title back if he loses it.
I've Kane feuded Rollins for a couple of months and then
have
Rollins win it back or something.
And by then Rollins will probably be babyface again, so
it's basically anyone's guess.
Which is good, because
Yes,
we always say it's too predictable, so it's nice to
have a bit of unpredictability.
Exactly, which I like. This is the only match this pay-per-view is going to be worth watching now, I think.
Alright, so that's the end of Raw. Now it's time for the Raw rankings. Usually I'll take you through the top 15, but it takes a bit too long, so we'll just go through the top 10. And obviously it's going to be a brand new reset table this Monday, because we reset after every pay-per-view. So, top 10. This week in 10th place and 9th place with 8 points are Kane and Bray Wyatt. Actually no, I got that wrong. In 10th place... No, I'm right, fuck it, it's early.
Kane and Wyatt joint 10th place.
I'm getting confused.
This is how bad it's got for Wyatt.
Yeah. But he is above Sheamus, Rusev, Triple H. Alright, so in 8th place with 9 points is Ryback. In 7th place on 10 points is Neville. And in 6th place with 12 points is the champ Seth Rollins. And now the top 5. 13 points puts Roman Reigns in 5th place, while 14 points puts Dean Ambrose in 4th place. And somehow he's in the top 3 with 16 points is King Barrett. And the top 2 on 18 points is Randy Orton, and John Cena's still at the top with 21 points. But as I said, whole new table on Monday.
Super fucking Cena.
He gets so many points for cutting promos and hitting finishes. It's a fucking point system, I can't help it.
Change the point
system. He keeps hitting finishes, people keep kicking out of him.
But there is a new little thing in the point system now. If you're not on the show for 2 weeks, you lose 3 points. So the Miz has fucking dropped down.
Yay!
I didn't even realise the Miz was gone. I didn't even notice.
Oh, I did. I was happy. Alright, so if you want to see the top 20, go to our website, of course, and click on Raw Rankings. Alright, now normally the guest would go first when we do in the hot seat, but we're going to let the Phoenix go first so that we can have both guests in part 2. And again, obviously it's not for points because we're not doing a live podcast promo this week.
No, that's been taken over by one Evan McCartney. I cannot wait for this.
Alright, so we're going to have to mute James for the moment, and we'll get the 3 questions from the Phoenix.
Okie dokie.
We'll see you in part 2. Alright. Of course, these questions will be in the next issue because we're starting again now. Alright. Question 1. Who did The Undertaker defeat at Judgment Day 2002 for the WWE Championship?
Hulk Hogan.
Straight in. Correct. I'll give you it, but it was Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
I thought it was just Hollywood Hulk Hogan when he was in the NWO. Became normal Hulk Hogan again after he left.
No, he wasn't normal Hulk Hogan until about 2004, I think. I think he was Hollywood up until Brock fucked him up. Alright, question 2. Which was the first year for TNA Slammiversary to take place outside of Orlando?
I'm thinking either 2008 or 2009. I'll go with 2008.
2008. It was... I forgot that for the first question. It was 2007 in Nashville.
Oh, I wasn't far off it.
No, you're only a year out. Okay, final question. Was The Undertaker and Mankind's infamous Hell in a Cell match at King of the Ring 1998 longer than 20 minutes?
If this includes the bit where he was taken out on the stretcher and decided to climb back up the cage...
Yeah, bell to bell.
I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
Really?
It was 17 minutes exactly.
Oh.
So,
Alright.
1 point. Let's see how well Offshoot do in part 2. We're going to take a short break now, and while we're away, we're going to play the mystery pay-per-view theme, see if you can guess which pay-per-view it's from, and we'll see you after the break. And we're back. If you guess what pay-per-view that song was from, good for you. Did anybody here get it?
It was SummerSlam 2003, I believe.
It certainly was.
See, I didn't know that. I knew... so annoying. I knew the year, I just didn't know what pay-per-view it was.
Yeah. Nice tie into Elimination Chamber, of course. That was the main event. Alright, so before we do in the hot seat, we'll talk some TNA. Obviously, if you have listened to the show before, you obviously know we talked about last week. I'm not sure what we're going to do when they move to Wednesdays, because then anybody that listens across the pond, they're going to have like, oh yeah, we saw this 4 days ago.
I'm so annoyed about this. Okay. I thought we'd at least move it to Friday nights then, or something.
Yeah. Get it Friday night in the UK challenge, come on.
It's SmackDown Friday nights though.
Yeah, but not many people watch it.
See, I mean, they
I thought SmackDown was on. No, SmackDown's been moved to Thursdays now, hasn't
it? They moved that as well?
They moved it a couple of years ago, don't you
shit,
remember?
yeah, of course. The
don't you
keep
remember the
moving it.
promo?
It was Friday. It was Thursday. I'm sure it was Tuesday at one stage.
Oh, okay, then we got nothing on Friday. Put Impact on Friday in the UK.
Come on, challenge. Do me a favour, please. Because otherwise you've got to avoid stuff on Twitter for 4 days.
And I know they take months in advance, but you're not going to find that stuff unless you search it out. I mean, when it's on TV, obviously it's going to be out there even more.
Precisely, more people are going to be talking about it. That's how the Velvet Sky return got ruined for me.
And Bolly for me.
Because of the friggin' trends thing.
Fucking Twitter. Alright, so... yeah, Bully Ray returned this week on Impact. Kind of out the blue, but he announced he was the special referee for the main event between Kurt Angle and Eric Young. It was a bit weird, really, like just opening straight to that, and then they did the opening video.
They're just trying to start off strong.
Yeah.
I guess. Was it a one-time thing, or is he back for good? What's the deal?
I'm not sure, because obviously Velvet's inserted herself into a rivalry with Angelina, but we don't know what's going on with Bully.
That's the thing.
There's still rumours about him going to NXT.
Why?
Yeah, I saw that post about Bully in NXT.
Tommy Dreamer's there, Rhino's there, they're his boys.
But there's nothing there for him to do, and in TNA he's actually free to be him. He can actually cut the promos he wants to cut. You know?
Yeah, WWE was never going to give Bully Ray the opportunity he had in TNA.
That's what I mean. You give him a mic in WWE, you tell me the difference.
Didn't even look like the proper, like the old Bubba Ray and when he was at the Royal Rumble, did he? You could tell
he looked like someone dressed as Bubba Ray.
Did he have the Aces and Eights thing going on again? Did he have like a couple of patches going on?
Kind of. It's just like New York stuff now, isn't it?
But yeah, it was cool to see him back. He was the best heel at the time when he was there. He was really good.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like Aces and Eights, but Bully made it work.
He made it work because it was Bully Ray. He is one of the best heat seekers I've ever seen in wrestling. If you see some of the stuff he used to do in ECW, they wanted to kill him.
Yeah. So good on the mic. Alright, so first match of the night, as voted for by the fans, was EC3 versus Mr. Anderson in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Surprisingly, well, not really surprisingly because he's still undefeated, EC3 gets the victory over Mr. Anderson thanks to some help from Tyrus.
What a waste of money Tyrus is.
That's the first thing I've seen him do in weeks.
Why is he there though?
I don't know. He can't just be there to be EC3's bodyguard. Surely they had a bigger idea for him than that.
Yeah. I mean, they brought him in as a bodyguard when EC3 was feuding with Rockstar Spud. You need a bodyguard against Spud? No disrespect, but he's a small guy.
That's what I mean. Precisely.
EC3's a bigger guy.
But it made EC3 look really weak in this match. I did not like that.
No, especially if they're campaigning him for him as champ now.
That's what I mean. I mean, you can do it in a certain sense of being a heel, like a chicken shit heel. I get that to a degree, but he was just getting his ass kicked 99% of that match.
Wow.
And I want him as world champion. You got to have a bit of credibility about you.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Hopefully they fix that soon.
Alright, so we moved on to a BDC promo. Nice Oni masks, by the way. A little in touch with Japanese culture. Yeah.
Yoshimitsu from Tekken. That's why I said to him. I said, doesn't MVP look like Yoshimitsu from Tekken? And he retweeted and I got about 30 favourites.
Oh yeah, MVP loves his Japanese stuff.
It was cool. I did like that mask.
Yeah. So we announced Homicide is injured and pretty much blamed the Rising. The Rising interrupted. Drew exchanges words with MVP, and of course a brawl ensues. And it was the first time really we've seen the Rising get the upper hand in a brawl between them two. But
well, they did at the start, yeah.
Yeah, they came back from the break and they were fucking all over the place.
That's what I mean.
But Drew did defeat MVP with the Future Shock, and then out of the blue, Eric Young attacks him with a steel chair.
Great. Yeah. So he's probably attacking him because they changed the theme music. What the hell was that?
I have no idea. The first one was awesome.
That's what I mean. Evan pointed it out. He's going, "What's this royalty-free shit theme tune?" I said, "Yeah, where's Wish It Away gone?" Sake. It was a good finish.
Yeah.
By Galloway where he rolled over the top and then hit the Future Shock in one motion.
Oh,
That was really good. I like that.
And of course, it was nice to see Eric Young get some more heat from attacking the fan favourite for no apparent reason, but we did find out later on backstage. It's just EY sort of saying, help each other out.
I'll scratch your back, you scratch mine, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it'd be nice to see the Rising actually get the upper hand at the end of the post-match brawl. They just seem to be getting laid out every week.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was nice to see them get the upper hand before the break, and then because they got beat down anyway.
I don't know. They need to stand tall soon.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to get fed up with them getting laid out.
But of course, we did see some help later on, which we'll talk about with the Rising. But we moved on next to James Storm giving Mickey James a personalised guitar. Nice paint job.
It was actually a really nice guitar.
Very nice guitar. But Magnus interrupted and smashed the fucking thing over Storm's head.
Yeah.
if they're giving Mickey gifts, then it's clearly, if that doesn't say I'm secretly up to something, and then
yeah, exactly.
What the?
Magnus channeling his inner Jeff Jarrett with that guitar shot. But the thing is, James Storm's that good of a heel. He's playing the crowd like a puppet master, and then after he got hit with a guitar, he started smiling.
Yeah.
So
Devious little bastard.
He's such a good heel.
Knockouts action next. The Dollhouse took on Gail Kim and Awesome Kong. Good to see Kong and Kim coexist. And for most of the match, really, they were pretty much in control. But Tarim wins with a roll up. And after the match, Marty Bell just got fucked up by Kim.
He's got wrecked. That foot to the face. Damn.
Oh, that looked nasty, that defeat.
That's a nice looking move.
Like, that wasn't bad enough. You then get an implant buster straight away from Awesome Kong.
See, I bet that really hurts, that implant buster. Because she comes down some force.
Yeah.
I'm kind of liking the Dollhouse, but I think I'm in the minority here. From what I've seen. Do you guys like them?
I think it's one of them that needs to grow on you.
I was the same. Because when it was just Jade and Marty Bell, I thought this is really underwhelming.
Yeah.
But now they got Taryn Terrell with them, and she did a wicked heel turn because it was based on fact. Everyone thought she was losing the belt to Kong. Even I did week in, week out. I said, she's losing the belt here. So when she finally turned heel, it was really good. So it's giving it. It's got my attention.
Yeah, I think Taryn's making it work.
Taryn, that's how good Taryn is. I'm still a bit weird at how she's using the RKO. I call it the TKO now.
Yeah. But they haven't started calling it from out of nowhere yet.
No, not yet. I'm still waiting for that friggin' line.
Josh Matthews, please don't. Alright,
so
yeah, Al Snow was absent from this week's Impact. Was it just like a 1 week deal or something?
Well, he wasn't. He didn't do very good in my view last week. They need to put either JB or Mike Tenay on there.
They need someone with Josh because he just seemed to be struggling sometimes. In my opinion.
What the fuck happened to Don West? I know he was replaced with Taz, but what did he do after that?
I don't know.
Let's bring Don West back.
Yeah, why not? I don't even know what happened to the guy.
He started doing these merchandise deals on like adverts. I know that, but that didn't last very long, and he just sort of disappeared.
He just disappeared into the shadows, really. Because I was looking back, and they used to have quite a good commentary team. Well, they still do, but Josh needs help. He can't call the whole thing on his own.
No, and Don was just so excitable.
He was, but that's kind of what you need sometimes.
Exactly, yeah.
To get the feeling of the match, because sometimes Josh is just... He's telling it like it is, which is good, but there's nothing behind it. It's not getting you enthralled in it.
He's basically play-by-play, and we need a colour commentator to go with him.
Yeah, someone to bounce off. So that's why Taz was so good, but then he left. It's weird. I think it was a pay thing. I'm not sure if he was getting paid what he thought he should have been getting paid. So I think he just walked.
Yeah, but on the right side, they have moved the commentary. Well, I would say team, but it's only one guy. Back to ringside now.
There's actually an announce table.
Yes.
So how long
no
before
one got put through it?
No, I was saddened by that. I thought someone was going through it. We'll just have to wait.
Yeah, it's bound to happen at some point. Well,
I think they'll put the announce table down by the ring in NXT or keep it up by the stage.
Yeah, I like it in the stage. I like when they had it up on the stage on Raw. Actually, TNA, when they were in the Impact Zone, the original Impact Zone, they used to have the commentary table like just a few feet from ringside at the side of the ramp.
They used to. Yeah, they used to. I'm kind of glad they put it back down by the ring, because when they was in that secluded room, it was a bit weird.
Fuck, the commentary cupboard.
It was the broom. It was the broom cupboard with an Impact logo on the back wall.
It was kind of funny. It got bigger one week, and now obviously then he was in a studio, and now he's back at ringside.
Where's he going to be next week? Like in the cubicles.
Watching
on a tiny screen.
He'll have his own
just
pod,
behind
like
the curtain.
Yeah, just peeping through the curtain with a microphone. Alright, so following that, slightly familiar to Daniel Bryan, Matt Hardy had to vacate the tag team championships because Jeff's broke his leg.
Oh, so
Hasn't
annoying.
healed in time then, though.
Fucking cursed tag team titles. And yet 2 teams are fighting over him now.
Lately, the tag titles seem to be as cursed as the Hall of Fame in
Yeah.
TNA.
If you get inducted into the Hall of Fame in TNA, you leave TNA. If you win the tag titles, you get injured. But Dirty Heels came out to kind of lay a claim to the championships, and then the Wolves reunited to set up a best of 5 series.
Which I'm stoked for.
Yeah.
Because at the time I didn't know Eddie Edwards was coming back, so I thought, why don't they just do a team with David Richards and Matt Hardy as the tag champions, seeing as they never lost the belts?
No, I thought
that would have worked.
I didn't think he was going to be ready to compete yet either.
No, because his heel was like split in half.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. He healed up really quick. It's good to see him back, because that tag division's starting to falter a bit. I mean, the Revolution, as much as I love them, they've been jobbing like crazy lately. I can't remember the last time they won a match.
Oh yeah.
They were good tag team champions at the time.
Yeah.
It's kind of fizzling out. I'm not sure what they're going to do, because James Storm's doing this thing with Magnus. I'm not sure if Mickey James can join the Revolution, or the Revolution can get involved and beat down Magnus. I don't know. They need to do something big. I would like to see Revolution against the BDC. I think that'd be very good.
Yeah.
But then you leave out the Rising, so they've gone a bit too power faction heavy. So it's what to do.
That's TNA's problem. They've got too many factions and hardly anything to do with them.
Alright, so as we mentioned, Velvet Sky made a surprise return last week, and attacked Angelina Love.
It's like when two of your friends are fighting and you don't know who to root for. It was one of them situations.
Oh, I'm Velvet all the way.
I love Velvet. I'm supporting Velvet in this as well, but I love Angelina as well. I love the pair of them. I think they're both great.
Yeah, well, I mean, no disrespect, but I've kind of always been Velvet over Angelina.
I have marginally always been as well. The new look is really good though. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, so it does seem like Velvet's going to be around for a while, but like I said, we don't know what's happening with Bully Ray. But we moved on to the main event, where Bully Ray was a special referee as Kurt Angle defended the World Championship against Eric Young. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, after what we saw earlier, BDC interfered, Bully Ray gets knocked down, and then we saw some backup from The Rising and Chris Melendez, who just seems to pop up every now and then.
Yeah, it's weird. Where's Samuel Shaw as well? They're not utilising people. Come on.
No. Yeah, he is still under contract.
He's just making artwork from it at the moment.
Yeah. But he was a creepy, obviously the creepy bastard, but he was an interesting character, the Stalker.
Mm.
Because there's not that many character gimmicks around.
You're saying with sure, Crazy Steve.
Yeah, Crazy Steve as well.
Every time I hear the word Crazy Steve, I just think of the character that was on Drake and Josh. If anyone remembers that.
No.
What's that Disney Channel program?
Was it
It was
Disney or
on
Nickelodeon? Yeah, it was one.
Nickelodeon.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, I can't watch Drake and Josh because it's only on the American Netflix, and I don't know how to get the American Netflix at all whatsoever.
I thought it would be on the Showbox app, but it's surprisingly not. So, nor is Keenan and Kel.
I'm gonna be looking up Crazy Steve now.
There's some Nickelodeon shows on Showbox, but none of the ones I used to watch. It's a shame.
Well, I have no shame in saying I've got all Keenan and Kel on DVD.
I got them on my laptop. I just wish it would bloody work.
Welcome to Rigby's.
Yes. Oh, that street set outside the door was so shit.
I think my favourite bit on Keenan and Kel was when Kel was swinging a bowling ball around and he smashed it into the White House made of
I was just thinking of that. Put it through the table.
Sugar cubes. Cal just freezes and just Keenan going, don't worry, Cal, I just call you an ambulance. Why, I'm not hurt. No, but you're about to be.
Welcome to the Nostalgic Nickelodeon podcast. So tonight on TNA.
Oh, sorry, yeah, wrestling.
Smoothly segue back into wrestling.
Nicely done.
Tonight on TNA is Hardcore War, Team Angle versus Team Young, which is basically Lethal Lockdown without the cage.
I'm all for it.
Yeah. We also have the Wolves versus Austin Aries and Bobby Roode. I can't really call them dirty heels. I know it makes sense, but it just seems like a weird name. I don't know. Maybe
you can't call them the dirty faces.
No, it's just the way it just feels weird. But it's probably just me. But yeah, match 1 of the Best of 5 series. We also have some knockouts action as the Dollhouse take on Brock and Rebel. So there is some trace of the menagerie still around. Rebel's still there. Just don't know where Crazy Steve is.
I was shocked when I saw this. I was like, Rebel's still there?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for months.
Well, Crazy Steve's probably travelling with a circus somewhere. And also there's a very important UK announcement, which I can only assume is either tour news or that it's moving nights.
I reckon it's no, sorry, it's not moving nights. I reckon it's just a tour. Because I think Challenge have a very good time slot at Sundays now. You got Impact 9 to 11, then you got Wrestle Talk.
Yeah.
So I think keep them together rather than split them up. Yeah,
I mean, it is a good time slot. It's just a shame that we have to wait so long because it's further away in the US now.
Yeah, I don't like that either. We just got to try and persevere, I suppose, unless they are actually going to move to nights in the UK.
Yeah, well, I mean, I remember when it was on Bravo, it was on Saturday nights.
TNA was on Bravo?
Oh, I'm talking years ago.
Jesus.
Back when Jeff Jarrett was still alive.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I remember that.
Back when they had red ropes.
Back when Jeff Jarrett was champion. Jesus Christ.
So, yes, do not miss TNA Impact tonight for the important UK announcement. Alright. Off subject. My accumulator's fucked because Southampton's beaten Aston Villa 5-0. Jesus Christ.
Actually, I can't say anything. We lost to Stoke 3-0 last week.
But yeah, it's only the first half though.
It's only the first half?
Yes, Villa are getting raped.
What? How did this happen? I thought Villa were doing well. Well, we're on at 3. I'll probably be raging about 3:30. Bloody hell, when Long's on a hat-trick, you know you're in trouble. Good Lord.
I just have shit luck with accumulators, but it's only £1 a week.
Yeah, why not?
Better luck next week.
But as far as that goes, that's the Sherwood effect. You start off well and just go to absolute shit.
Alright, so in the hot seat part 2. This time it's offshoot and you're flying solo.
Yep.
It's bad luck for you because the first time you had offshoot on, Mike had to fly solo because you had to go to work.
I remember. So I'm the lone gunman this time. It's just me.
We're gonna have to do an episode where it's all of offshoot doing it. They all can answer in the hot seat, and Craig will have to get you some help because you'll still be playing solo.
Can you be my help?
Not really, because I wrote the questions.
I know, that's why I asked.
Alright, so question 1. Oh yeah, and you only need to get 2 right to win.
Alright, go. Let's do this.
Question 1. Who did The Undertaker defeat at Judgment Day 2002 for the WWE Championship?
Oh, fucking hell. I'm going to say Hulk Hogan.
Ah, I've lost the fucking sound effects again.
Not very prepared this week, are you?
I love it.
Yes, it was Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, as he was back then. Question 2. Which was the first year for TNA Slammiversary to take place outside of Orlando?
Bloody hell, you want to talk about a difficulty curve? How many Slammiversaries has there been? They're on their 11th, I think.
The first one was in 2005.
Right, so yeah, they're on their 11th. First one to be outside of Orlando.
Yeah.
I got a feeling it's 2009.
2009?
Shut up, Daniel. He wouldn't have got it either. Have a shave.
Just slightly out, it was 2007 in Nashville.
Oh, really? Because
So
I knew
I get
they'd
a
make
point
it
for that
waves
'cause I
in
was closer.
2009.
No, you don't get a point for being closer because you were wrong as well.
Aww.
Oh man. Alright, so question 3, which scores still even. Was The Undertaker and Mankind's infamous Hell in a Cell match at King of the Ring 1998 longer than 20 minutes?
Are you including the stoppage or?
Bell to bell.
It wasn't. No.
No.
No. It wasn't longer than 20 minutes.
It was 17 minutes exactly.
Because there wasn't a bell at the beginning, was there?
No.
We climbed the cage for him off it, and there.
And it probably wouldn't have been a bell at all if he hadn't got up.
It would have been if you landed on the fucking thing.
What a crazy match. Yeah. And as Vince said, never again.
Do they
For
plan
good
to
reason.
start the match off that way though?
Oh, I don't. Well, they didn't plan for him to fall through the roof, did they?
Well, Terry
No.
Funk said to him, "You should start the match on top of the cage." I don't think he planned for him to go flying off the top, but
Yeah, they didn't plan to kill him. But they fucking tried to.
the guy's indestructible. Mad
Yeah.
madness.
I think Mick has said that as part of that match that he doesn't remember.
Yeah. Well, he remembers the tough lodged in his nose because he just pulled it out. Alright, so yeah, 2 points to 1. Breaking news: Aston Villa have scored. It's 5-1.
All the comeback is on.
How long's left of the match?
They're just closing the first half.
Oh.
Could be a roller coaster, this one.
Could be. You want to see a roller coaster? You should see Tottenham Hole later on. God knows what's going to happen.
Alright, so yes, let's move on to random wrestling records.
Oh, well, did I win 2-1 then?
Yes, 1-1.
Cool.
So what, since we're not doing the promo for you guys this week, we'll carry the points over through all the trivia, so we'll see who wins at the end of the show.
Undefeated.
Okay.
So currently you're leading 2-1. Alright, this week I want to know who was wrestled the most minutes at WrestleMania after The Undertaker, Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
So we're just basically guessing who's fourth.
Yeah.
Right.
In a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, The Undertaker has 385 minutes, Triple H has 378, and HBK has 372 minutes. So who's got the most minutes after those three?
Only two. I can only think of two, which I'm torn between.
I've got one in mind, but I'm not sure if it'll be correct.
Oh, no, I just thought of another one. I've got three people in mind that I don't know which one to pick.
Oh, it's just really difficult, actually, because it's accumulated, isn't it? Like every WrestleMania they've been in.
Yeah, combined minutes.
I am going to take a long shot and say Kane.
Okay.
That was one of the people I was thinking of. It's either Kane, Stone Cold, or The Rock.
Alright.
I'm actually gonna go with Kane because he's been in WrestleMania since The Rock and Stone Cold have left. So
Well, he was there
yeah.
since 14, wasn't he? And then
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Kane.
Well, you're gonna have to pick someone else because you've already had Kane.
Oh, you're sad.
No, come on. Well, if we're both right, we can keep this going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll tell you
It's
what.
a
Yeah.
battle
Okay.
for the ages. Come on now.
Okay, so if Kane's in either 4th, 5th, or 6th place, you each get a point. Kane's actually in 11th place with 146 minutes.
11th place, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Phoenix, one of your suggestions would have won you the point.
Can I change my answer then?
No, it's too
No.
late. Too late.
Oh, let me change my answer.
Who was it?
It was actually The Rock who was 3rd place with 202. No, actually. Yeah, The Rock had 202 minutes, so he's in 3rd place, or 6th place. Above him is Bret Hart with 206 minutes, and in 4th place with 220 minutes is John Cena.
So, can I at least get a point since one of my options would have been right?
No, you decided to go with Kane.
I was thinking John Cena, but I was thinking he's only been there since WrestleMania 20, so I wasn't sure.
Interesting little factoid now. 362 different people have competed at WrestleMania. The least amount of time with 24 seconds was Special Delivery Jones. Yeah, I don't know. 32 seconds is Terry Taylor.
Didn't Chavo Guerrero get squashed at WrestleMania? Not really quick.
Yeah, but WrestleMania 24 against Kane for the ECW title. About 8 seconds.
Let's see if I can find how many Chavos got overall. This is a fucking long list. Great Christ, Naomi's on the Naomi and Summer Rae are on the list with 6 minutes 47 seconds.
That's a record for the Divas division.
Is that during that WrestleMania match they had last year at 30?
Yeah, Chavo. Chavo was in 225th place with 10 minutes 45 seconds. Floyd Mayweather's above Chavo. He's got 11 minutes 36 seconds for one match.
Oh, for God's sake.
Butterbean's there, 35 seconds.
Butterbean, I remember that.
Let's see if I can find which diva's got the most minutes.
What about that giant chicken?
The chicken didn't actually wrestle, did he? He just got squashed by Kane.
Wasn't he in that gimmick battle royal at 17?
Oh, the gobbledygooker.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's for about 5 minutes.
Probably on there somewhere.
It's probably on the bottom or something.
Oh, okay. I'm under an hour now, so no Divas wrestled more than an hour in her entire career at WrestleMania, obviously.
I would have thought Trish would have.
Ooh, there we go. Trish has wrestled the most minutes at WrestleMania. 29 minutes, 46 seconds overall.
Throughout a whole career?
At WrestleMania, yeah.
Bloody hell, puts it in perspective, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. When you look at the most, obviously The Undertaker being 385 minutes.
Well, let's face it, 300 of those minutes were for his entrance.
Sweet.
Only the Phenom, the badass on the motorcycle, that just...
Yeah, then he just fucking sped to the ring.
Yeah.
CM Punk surprisingly high, 17th place, 113 minutes. Alright, Kane's right below the Big Show, 139. Big Show is right below Kane, sorry, 139 minutes. Alright, if I go through this, we're going to be here all day. Okay, so, Mystery Superstar. If the Phoenix gets this, you're both tied 2-2. Obviously, James is already winning, 2-1. Alright, I'll shout out the clues, you shout out the answer if you know who it is. This week's Mystery Superstar.
Do you know who I am?
Former WWE European Champion.
British Bulldog.
No.
William Regal.
Christian?
Fucking hell, it is William Regal.
Hey!
Jesus, one clue.
I was trying to think European champion. Who's been? Well, if it was Christian, I forgot about William Regal.
Oh man.
I set a new record.
Yes, no one's ever guessed it after one clue before. Evan tries to shout out Booker T before the first clue, but... Man, alright, the other where he's wrestled in WCW. He's got 3 children. Made his WWE debut in 1998. He's got 15 title reigns in WWE. He's a former King of the Ring and he's from Blackpool.
I probably would have only guessed it on the last clue, but
Yeah, I would have
if I
guessed
didn't get the
on
lucky
Blackpool.
guess.
Oh man. Alright, so yeah, 2
He has 3 children. Who knows these things?
Wikipedia. Alright, so 2-2, yeah. You're both winners this week.
It's a double DQ finish.
Yeah, Kane interfered.
He came into the ruin the whole damn thing.
Alright, so let's get to it. NXT. This week we kicked off with the Cena Sami Zayn video package intro, which was a great way to highlight Sami Zayn, of course. First match of the night. I say match, it wasn't didn't last very long. Solomon Crowe versus Baron Corbin, but it actually did last longer than we expected. Corbin manhandles Crowe. The crowd is pretty split, to be fair, and Corbin wins with the end of days before Rhino confronts him, and they just come to blows. Security separates them. Rhino starts fucking goring security, as he does. I think we've said, that it's kind of the same thing that we've seen with Bull Dempsey and Baron Corbin, and now Rhino. They just squash match after squash match. How does either of them really get momentum going?
It's
Make NXT longer for a start.
Yeah.
Add half an hour and an hour to sort it
Yeah.
out. They seem to have a lot of squash matches on there at the moment.
Yeah. So we
I did like the Bull Dempsey, character, the way it was going, and then now it's just
Bull
got no
Dempsey
momentum.
creative's got nothing for you. Hell.
Mm.
So we pull in for Baron Corbin this week on TakeOver.
Who's he facing again? Rhino.
Yeah.
I would go with Rhino.
I'm gonna go with Baron Corbin.
Alright, split one. Yeah. I think I'll go with Baron Corbin. Rhino seems to be the veteran, putting people over, apart from the people that we don't know who he's just squashing. Alright, so next up was Sasha Banks versus a mystery diva.
It looked like that blue panther, but just in a different attire.
This sounds like TNA booking. Do you remember when Tara was wearing a freaking motorcycle outfit in a match.
Oh yeah.
that's what this sounds like.
Yeah, but we had a pretty angry pre-match promo from Sasha, who obviously will be defending the Women's Championship against Becky Lynch at TakeOver. And Sasha just wins with a bang statement. We went backstage as Charlotte and Bayley challenge Emma and Dana Brooke to TakeOver. It's a slightly odd pairing between Charlotte and Bayley, but still.
That is very strange pairing. That's kind of we don't really know what to do with you at the moment.
We've started like two feuds with the women's division in NXT, so sort of joined the two and to do like a tag match type of thing.
It's kind of like Bayley the Misfit teaming up with Charlotte the Queen Bee.
That's why it would work so well.
Yeah.
Is Bayley over as people make out though?
I think she is.
Because she hasn't. Has she had many title opportunities?
One, maybe two.
She had one in the Fatal 4-Way, I know, but she doesn't seem to be doing much. So I don't know.
Well, it just seems to be pushing this Sasha and Becky Lynch rivalry at the moment.
Which is good for Becky Lynch because she's very irate girl.
So. Becky Lynch hasn't really had a chance to prove herself yet.
No, not yet. Hopefully she does it this upcoming pay-per-view.
Yes.
That's why I'm open. That's why I'm going with Becky Lynch at TakeOver.
Ooh, you think Becky's going to beat Sasha?
Yeah, and then
nice.
I'm hoping. Well, I'm also thinking that Sasha's probably close to being called up to the main roster. So it could be a way for Sasha to drop the title to Becky and
See, I was just thinking
feud a little bit with Becky and then get called up to the main roster.
I was just thinking they were going to have a great match and Sasha would pretty much put Becky over for most of the match and then beat her anyway. So they both look strong.
I have to agree with the Phoenix. I think Becky Lynch is going to take it.
Well,
it's about time Sasha dropped it though. She's had it for a while now, so. I think she's had it for a little while.
It doesn't really seem like she's had it that long, but I guess that's just because there's so much time between each takeover.
That's true. It doesn't seem like it much because there's such a gap. I think drop the belt, go to the main roster, put the belt on Bayley because that's what people want. I think so. Just do it that way.
Yeah. Alright, so we saw another promo for this mystery new superstar that we've got coming. They haven't even told us his name, so we can't really talk about him.
Booker T.
Oh, alright. Up next, Carmella took on Alexa Bliss. As we've come accustomed to, B&M, Blake and Murphy, cost Carmella the match. There was a nice little no means no chant, and also a you look stupid chant towards Blake because he had some stupid hairdo. Carmella, impressively, cut a nice little promo owning B&M. It was nice to see because she's had pretty much heat ever since she debuted, but I think she's starting to get over with the NXT crowd now.
Yeah. Yeah, because Enzo and Cass have started getting over it.
Enzo and Cass are over as fuck.
Yeah.
Blake and Murphy, man, so generic.
Yeah, they've just got like old school SmackDown tag team written all over them.
They do.
And I thought they were both Australian, but Murphy seems to have an American accent this week. I don't know. It's like fucking Kofi.
It'd be Lana in a few weeks. She'll pay.
Yeah. Lana will suddenly drop the Russian accent.
She'll drop the Russian accent.
She'll leave Rusev and drop the Russian accent.
Just start putting Obama on the Titan, John. So following this, Dana and Emma accept the challenge and will face Charlotte and Bayley at TakeOver Unstoppable.
It's good for Emma to be doing something now.
Yeah, I think they needed to turn a heel as well.
They did. It was good to see her getting some ring time. Wasn't getting any of it in the main roster. Or if she did, it would be over in 30 seconds.
Oh, well, she was doomed from the start on the main roster, fucking pairing her up with Santino.
Santino, I remember this.
Alright, main event time. Quite a good match to be fair to him. It was Tyler Breeze and Adam Rose versus Hideo Itami and Finn Balor. So it seems like Adam's been, I would say demoted, but it's more like promoted to NXT now. Nice little moment.
Party Express though.
Yeah, I think he's dropped them now.
He's dropped them, which is good because I really hate that Exotic Express thing. I thought that was
he's dropped them because they kept dropping him. There's a nice little moment at the start of the match. I don't know if anyone caught it. Adam Rose tried to take a selfie with Tyler Breeze, and Tyler just looked at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But yeah, the match was mostly Balor versus Rose until the partners got involved. Bit of dissension between Hideo and Balor, but Breeze rolls up Hideo and hits both of them with the beauty shot, and then hit Adam Rose with a beauty shot.
Cool.
Yeah. Was it cool to see Tyler Breeze standing tall? Taking a little selfie.
Well, yeah, he's been a bit of a dark horse, just come out of nowhere recently. He's become really popular really fast, so why not?
Yeah.
I mean, Balor's already set for life.
Oh yeah.
Let's face it. So, yeah.
Hideo had his little WrestleMania moment. But of course, Hideo had his little WrestleMania moment as well.
Oh, and the Battle Royale.
Yeah. Well, I say WrestleMania moments. He got fucking eliminated by Big Show.
Can't believe Big Show won that. I'd like to box.
Yeah, but of course, it may turn into a one-on-one now between Balor and Breeze if Hideo was too injured to compete at Takeover.
Well, the word is he's out for at least 6 months.
Yeah, so. Or as we said last week, it's either going to be one-on-one, or it could possibly have turned into a triple threat for the title, but it seems Sami Zayn's fit to compete now.
Oh, he's alright now?
Well, I don't know if anyone else caught this, but during the face-off between Sami Zayn and Owens, the camera was just on Kevin Owens, and it seemed like the line was dubbed in of Sami Zayn saying, the match is still on, I'm still going to be there. And then the camera cut to Sami.
Maybe it was the last second switch.
If it was an edit, it was really clever of him.
Well, was it? If you noticed it, it wasn't well done.
No, I mean, clever to sort of incorporate that and just make it seem like he's announced that he's going to be there.
I hope the match is good though. I hope it's,
yeah.
I don't want it to be like the first time.
Oh, just a fucking beatdown.
It was just a Brock Lesnar, John Cena thing.
Well, we have seen a bit more attitude from Sami Zayn since he came back, so hopefully it should be a good back and forth brawl.
We have. People know my views on Kevin Owens anyway. I don't need to get into it.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, Samoa Joe is rumoured to make his debut at TakeOver, so hopefully it will happen at the end of this title match.
Choke out Kevin Owens or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Or even just a muscle buster. It'd be cool if he can do the muscle buster to Kevin Owens. Or Sami Zayn if he's coming back as a heel. I don't know. Well, coming back, making his debut. Who knows?
We'll see.
Alright. So have we got a match of the week this week? I haven't picked one yet.
Match of the week.
WWE or TNA, any of them. I think the only one I can go with is Kurt Angle and Eric Young.
Just because of the strength and innovation, I'm going to go with Cesaro and Big E. Because Cesaro was really impressive, that match.
Phoenix, you got one?
I was thinking the US Open Challenge.
Oh yeah, Cena and Neville.
Yeah.
Well, it usually is match of the week lately, Cena's Open Challenge. Alright, so alright, we'll go with Cena's Open Challenge. Alright, now normally we'd be doing the podcast promo, but we've already got one re-uploaded by Evan McCabe, so here it is.
You know, Triple H once said, you can do two things in this business. You can make money or you can make friends. And when I first got here in the WWE, I made it very clear what I wanted to be. I made it very clear which I wanted the most. So I conformed. I became Bro E. I was spreading love and friendship and all that crap. But what did that get me? Nothing but a bunch of fat kids chanting my name. Bro E, Bro E, Bro E. No respect from the back. No respect from my peers. Nothing. I gave that same friendship to Roman Reigns. And then I started realizing the difference between me and him. While I gave him friendship, he gave me nothing. While I got nothing, he got everything. Championships, money, support from the back, management. And what was I left with? Nothing. So what did I do? I gave him a power driver. And now I hope I've given him something even more than friendship. Because every time he looks in the mirror and he sees how messed up his neck is, he looks at me. He thinks of me. And what was his retaliation? Oh, throw paint at my car. Oh dear. I got news for you, sweetheart. That gift was given to me by your cousin. Because for some unknown reason, everybody wants me to drive, but I'm already in the driving seat. Because at No Mercy, it's me and you in a steel cage match. And there is going to be something of red substance, but it isn't going to be paint. It's going to be your blood. And your blood represents your defeat. And your defeat will represent my victory. And my victory will make me the #1 contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's what friendship gets you. Because McCabe equals money.
Be good.
Man.
I'm
Alright,
in
so.
shock.
Well, that's the end of the show. We'd like to thank you for listening. WWE and TNA for giving us stuff to talk about. James Belmont from Offshoot Radio for joining us solo.
It's all good anytime.
And
always in the rafters.
just staring with a baseball bat. And last but not least, we'd like to thank Magnus for one of the sweetest guitar smashes of all time. That fucking thing exploded. And make sure you check out our brand new issue, which came out on Friday, featuring an exclusive Sunday Segue interview with Shikara star Icarus. We also featured dream matches we could see in NXT if WWE continue to poach the indies. We also list the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time, and we ask if Roman Reigns has possibly lost some momentum. There's also a huge article from Chad B-Rock Broughton as he tries to convince you that John Cena deserves your respect. And of course there's the monthly articles from the Phoenix as he helps you relive the streak and his monthly bull meter. And Michael Cook offers you his monthly wrestling ponderings. That's all available exclusively on Flickr, completely free. The link's on our website, so make sure you visit maxwrestling.wix.com/maxwrestling. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and like us on Facebook at Max Wrestling Mag. You can also follow me at I Like Dazzy Lee, and the Phoenix at his new Twitter handle, the Phoenix626. And this is where I take a breather and let our guest tell you where you can stalk him.
Sorry, I was just finding you on Instagram. But yes, you can find me at JX2001 on the Twitter, and you can follow the official Offshoot Radio account at Offshoot Radio. I do have an Instagram. It's James Belmont 1882.
Alright. And if you haven't yet, make sure you check out this week's latest episodes of Sunday Segway and Offshoot Radio, and check out TRN at Talking Wrestling. That's wrestling spelt RASSLIN. UK listeners, flick to Challenge TV at 9 for TNA Impact. Don't forget Payback tonight. And that's the bottom line.
Because unfortunately, we're out of time.
Ta-ta for now.